Chapter 539. Fury and his son, Edward, had just come out from the intensive care unit when the nurse brought Lucas and Faria into the family waiting room. Edward spotted the slim and glamorous Faria at a single glance. He was taken aback for a moment and only regained his senses after a few seconds. Fury was also a little surprised to see Faria. He was Faria's elder, so he had not had much contact or interaction with Faria. They had not seen each other for several years, but unexpectedly, this young girl was now even more beautiful and attractive than she had been in the past. She would not lose out to those big celebrities at all. At this time, Lucas quickly stepped up as he spoke very respectfully. "Hello, Uncle Whale. I am Lucas from the Adair family, and this is my cousin, Faria. My grandpa heard that you were in Oris Hill, so he wanted us to come and pay you a visit." Lucas continued, "My father is not in Oris Hill for the time being, so he could not come and visit you in person today. Please forgive us for being rude." Fury hurriedly replied, "Oh, Lord Adair is too polite. I was supposed to visit him, but something happened at home, so I could not walk away at all. I was the one being rude." Even though there was a substantial difference between the wealth and power of the Whale and Adair family, they were both one of the most powerful and influential families in the South region. Therefore, it was already a traditional custom between these two families that anyone who visited the other person's territory should take the initiative to come and visit the host first. If Fury came to Oris Hill, under any normal circumstances, the first thing he would do was to visit the Adair family. That way, the two families would be able to maintain a close relationship with one another. However, Fury could not help but feel a little embarrassed. After all, his family's current predicament was indeed a little special. He felt that it would be very shameful to talk about his youngest son's current condition. Therefore, he simply replied frankly, "Oh, the reason I came to Oris Hill this time is because my youngest son, Katsa, has come down with some physical and mental problems. As soon as I arrived at Oris Hill, I stayed at the Millennium Psychiatric Hospital without going anywhere else. Otherwise, I would have gone to visit Lord Adair a long time ago. I hope that Lord Adair will forgive me, and I sincerely hope that he will not hold this against me." Faria hurriedly replied, "Uncle Whale, you don't need to be so courteous and polite. Grandpa knows that you have some personal business to deal with. Therefore, he does not blame you at all." As she spoke, Faria took out the piece of cold jade with a carving of guanine on it and handed it to Fury, saying, "Uncle Whale, my grandfather asked me to pass this piece of cold jade to you. He said that it has the effect of calming the mind and bringing peace to its owner. He hopes that it will be able to alleviate your youngest son's condition a little." Fury hurriedly said, "Please help me thank Lord Adair for his kind gesture." Then, he reached out his hand to take the piece of cold jade from Faria. Edward had been watching Faria all this time without saying anything at all. After he had finally regained his composure, he said calmly, "Faria, it seems as though we have not seen each other for a long time, right?" Faria nodded as she smiled slightly and said, "Yes, I think it has already been 3 to 4 years since we last met each other. I don't remember too clearly." Edward smiled before he said, "Time really flies by. You have already changed a lot over these few years. It seems as though both of us should keep in touch in the future. Otherwise, we might not even recognize each other when we bump into one another in 2 more years." Faria laughed before she replied politely, "Yes. We have not seen each other for so many years, and everyone has already changed quite a bit." Fury was keenly aware of Edward's abnormal behavior, and he could instantly tell that his son was interested in Faria. At this time, he suddenly felt that it would actually be great if Faria could marry into the Whale family. It would be perfect if she became his daughter-in-law. There were many other large and powerful families in the South region, and many of them had daughters of marriageable age. However, one of the main problems with girls from a wealthy and powerful family was that they were usually not very good-looking or attractive. Even though some of them were pretty good-looking, they had very poor temperament because they had been spoiled ever since they were young. There were rarely any girls who were as intelligent and well-behaved as Faria. If there was a marriage arrangement between the Adair family and the Whale family, they could join forces and would also be able to actively promote and help each other out.